beauty fam, I wanted to come on really quick and show you a couple products that I picked up. Some unboxing, some makeup, some beauty products, some skincare, and some jewelry I picked up. So if you're interested, then keep watching. Couple weeks I have been trying to do a low buy. It's been hard because there's some new spring products that I generally know what I like when I see it. I'll show you what I ended up picking up, but I am transitioning back to returning back into the office. I've been working already full-time. As the numbers are getting safer, we're being called back into the office. So I ended up having to look through my collection of clothing and kind of office appropriate wear. You know, to be honest, many of you, if you've been working from home, I've been wearing really comfortable clothes, which has been great. I'm still hoping to wear comfortable clothes when I go in, but I also commute, so it has to be functional as I'm moving around. So I ended up going to the outlet store to look for discounted clothes as I, work appropriate clothes. And then also a beauty friend of mine, you know who you are, turned me on to cosmetics company store, and I had no idea this existed. I guess it's owned by maybe by Estee Lauder, or they have products by Estee Lauder, which is the company that owns Tom Ford. So I went over there just to see what they had in stock. That's the kind of company, they don't have an online presence. So found the one that's nearest to me, and it's about 30 minutes away, 20-30 minutes away. You can call to see what they have in stock. If you know what products you are looking for, they can tell you over the phone. But I also signed up for a concierge service. So, but before I go into that, why don't I show you the fun stuff that I picked up. I went to Banana Republic looking for work clothes, didn't find anything. I haven't been shopping in a while. I have been discovering I don't like in-person shopping, but I also have a thing where I don't really like clothes shopping. I don't know what it is. Makeup and jewelry is easier than clothes. So of course I came back with one dress shirt, which was completely boring, but basic. And I don't even want to show you because it's not that exciting. However, I picked up these really cute earrings from Banana Republic. And the great thing about the outlet is it ends up being about usually 40 or 50% off even the sale price or marked price. So these were marked at $40 and I ended up getting these for $20. And look how cute they are. They remind me of Morganite. I think it might be that jewelry. I have a ring of this color. So I love this color. You can tell the type of like brown with underlays of gray and teal green or blue. So loving that. I ended up, I asked her to do this. I ended up going into Brooks Brothers for a dress shirt. They do kind of like basic boring stuff. But I saw this on the jewelry counter and I thought this was really cute. They had these, it's not real. These are like faux pearls, but look how pretty these are. So it's not a white pearl, which I actually prefer. I find that these colors look really nice on warmer skin tones. So it's more costume jewelry, but I ended up getting one for myself and then one for my mom so that we could match. So it's going to be one for me for work and then one for her just because, you gotta love your mom, love on your mom. So these were originally, I think, $50 and then priced out half the price. So these were $25. So, really beautiful. So, I really did go to the outlet mall for cosmetics company store. And of course, what did I end up picking up were Tom Ford quads. So I ended up picking up Last Dance and Bad ASS. I don't even want to say it because I don't want to get censored. So these were 50% off. Both final sale. They had most of the standard quads except for they didn't have New Dip, or they did have Honeymoon. They had Suspicion, Disco Dust, Desert Fox, and I want to say about 5 others. I can't remember. I didn't feel like filming that day just because I just wasn't in the mood, but they had at least 10 or 12 Tom Ford eyeshadow quads that were massively discounted. So I would say I saw probably 6 or 7 that I own there, and I'm like, oh man, I wish I knew about this store because I would have saved so much money going there. So, you're not going to get the most, recent quads. Like Metal Lust is not going to be there. Lava Luster is not going to be there. The Tom Ford quads with the new formula are not going to be there. However, eventually things get rotated out. So it could be even next year, if it's around, those could get rotated out into the cosmetics company store. No guarantee. But I know that I've been looking for Last Dance forever. I had seen a video by Katie Jane Hughes where she had used the glitter shade and I was in love, and I'm like, I must have it. And for a while I've been stalking Mercari and Poshmark for it. This, again, as some of you know, Tom Ford the regular market retails usually $89. And this was priced at $66, 75% off final sale. So this ended up being $22. I know, right? This is Last Dance. So beautiful. And you know these colors are my jam. So I love these colors. This is going to be more like an inner corner highlight or brow bone, but that's going to be the transition shade. I could wear this alone, but this is the showstopper shade. I just love teals. I'm not going to swatch these in this video because I'm going to take some pictures, but I just wanted to show you what I picked up at the cosmetics company store, the Tom Ford Bad ASS. And this is a newer quad. I want to say this came out a year or two ago. That's why this one is a little bit more expensive, because Last Dance has been around. She's been around for a while. And again, usually it's $88, and then it was 50% off sale, so it was $44. So I ended up getting this. It's beautiful. It's different than the regular Tom Ford, which is brown and gold. It's silver. So the entire thing is like silver. I don't want to flash you here, but it's definitely the wet dry formula, and it's definitely super smoky and sultry. So loving that. These are similar, and this is more of a gray with some glitter flecks, and this is a smoky gray blue with glitter flecks. But these two are beautiful. All the wet dry formula, which I gush about on this channel. Love this color. It's just I just want to show you a little peek of that. I don't know if you can see. It's kind of like a pinky beige, which I'm loving that color, and then purple. So I'll do a video dedicated to each of these quads. Daphne, for turning me on to cosmetics company store and saving me money. I really appreciate it. I know she loves Tom Ford as well, so thanks for that hot tip. That's why you gotta have your beauty friends. Nordstrom was having its point sale, I think like triple points or double points, I can't remember. So as it's getting warmer out and the sun is coming out, I actually have run out of my sunscreen. I used to use the Chantecaille primer / sunscreen. It's a pretty spendy product. I remember I might have gotten it on a deal. As always, if I can get a deal, I will. It was 2 of the primers for maybe $60, but here's the thing about that primer. I think it might have been a lower SPF than I wanted. So I've been reading that, and even this, I'm not sure. I read that you need the higher the better. So I ended up picking up SuperGoop, this unseen sunscreen, SPF 40. It says it's a broad spectrum sunscreen, SPF 40 PA+++. I don't know what that means, I'm being honest. Water and sweat resistant for 40 minutes. So I do sweat a lot, so I really wanted something that's sweat proof. And I actually didn't show this before. I did my faves of January, February makeup video. And I actually did off camera. I was out earlier today walking my pup, and I wanted to protect my face. I wasn't wearing any makeup, so I quickly put this on. It is a weightless, colorless, scentless, oil-free formula for face that leaves behind a velvety soft finish. And so I wanted something that wasn't completely matte, but I didn't want something that added extra dew to my face. And I think that's what I didn't like about the Chantecaille, is that it added another layer of moisture that I just didn't want to add onto my regimen of makeup. It says it also acts as a makeup gripping primer that's perfect for all skin tones. So let me show you what this is. They have a couple different ones. They have a glowing SPF that could be used as a primer, and then they have one that's just like a regular lotion, and that had a lot of tack, and you could see that there was lotion on it. So you can see on my skin already that, yeah, I mean, naturally dewy, I love it, but when I put products down that are more emollient-y, then it just ends up being an oily hot mess. So this is, it almost feels like a gel. Let me just show you a little bit of that. See that? And it disappears. So, you know, I don't have to worry about white cast. And there is a little bit of, at first, it kind of disappears. It's almost like a powdery finish, right? So I don't have that film going on, and almost disappears. I mean, I can feel a layer still there, but there's almost like it's like a light slip, which is really nice. It almost is like that's I guess what a primer would be. So I used that earlier today, and I'll let you know how it goes. I mean, I'm looking for a new SPF product, and then this might be it for the summer. It's $36 for 1.7 fluid ounces or 50 milliliters. But I was also eyeballing the Shiseido products for SPF. I think they've gotten awards for that SPF. What I didn't like is that it had a smell. This does not have a smell, which you all know that I don't like smells in my products unless it's intentional. Like the next product, ended up picking up Osea's Vagus Nerve Oil. And this is not the first time I've talked about this product. This is basically, it's like an essential oil cocktail. So I love it. I do believe in essential oils. I don't love all, but when I find one that works well for me, I'll go ham for it. So Osea is a really wonderful company that I actually use their body oil, which I love that smell, all natural. And I think they're based in Malibu, California. Yes. So let me take this. It's Safe Skincare. It's a family-owned business. And I was thinking that, you know, I've never been to Malibu, and if I'm ever there, I want to visit their shop because they either have a shop or a spa there, maybe both. Safe Skincare, bioavailable formulas rich in earth and ocean essences deliver powerful skin solutions. I think they use seaweed in a lot of their products. What I love about this company is that they're clean, vegan, cruelty-free, gluten-free, California made, so fairly local because I'm on the West Coast. And what it is, it's the theory is that the vagus nerve, it kind of helps with nervousness, calming, and what you want to do is stimulate your vagus nerve. And so one theory is that you do that through essential oils. So wellness fragrance melt away signs of stress. Our vagus nerve oil helps promote a sense of well-being. This smoothing blend of essential oils calms for a moment of relaxation and balance during your day. And you rub it into your hands, and then what I end up doing is I either put it here like the points that you would for perfume, or just do this, and then sometimes I just do like this, and it I just love the smell. So if you're ever able to stop by Nordstrom and get a little sample of that, or just swing by and try it out, I end up using this so I know if I'm gonna have a really stressful day going, or definitely part of my evening routine is that I actually use this. I put that on like 30 minutes before I go to bed, and I actually use their pillow mist. So I really, really love this product of this company so far. I'm excited to try out more of their products. As some of you know, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I already got this palette. It's just silly. I've been keeping it in its box, and I don't know why. I think I know why. So I got the Byredo Flora Kalahari palette. And I've been leaving it in its box because I really actually do like their aesthetic. They're a luxury beauty brand. I think they're newer. They started off as a fragrance company. I think it's based in London. Yes, based in London. I think the owner is South Asian heritage. I want to say maybe Pakistan. Maybe his mother or father is originally from. And so definitely luxury beauty. And what I find so interesting about this beauty brand is that they are a luxury beauty, but they're newer, and they do take more risks on color stories, palettes, and packaging and design. So, you know, as we know, a lot of the luxury beauty has been dominated by French houses like Chanel, Dior, and whatnot. And now we have like more of the edgy artists, who are makeup artists like Danessa Myricks or Pat McGrath or Nars or MAC Cosmetics. And those came from, you know, makeup artists in the field, in the industry, or Tom Ford, who started off as an architect. But this person, his company started off as perfume. What I do like about Byredo, and it comes in this package, so I'm gonna flip it out, is that it's a finger magnet, and usually this bothers me, but I think this packaging is just hot. I just love it. So I'm wiping it down now. I haven't done a review yet, and some of you might know this about my channel. I'm trying to shy away from first impressions. Sometimes I do them, sometimes I don't. I just don't want this to be like a job for me. This is completely fun. It's a hobby. Some people do this YouTube stuff as like their main thing. Like that's all they do. Definitely, I'm not paid to do this. This is definitely my hobby. If you want to use my affiliate links down below, go ahead, but I'm not at that point. I also just feel like first impressions are first impressions, and sometimes they can change. So I really hesitated on doing faves and fails, and I'm actually not going to do fails because I don't want to focus on the things that didn't work for me, because I don't want anyone to feel bad if that product worked for you. I just want to focus on the things that worked for me and share that out. But I really hesitated for quite a number of months if I wanted to do the faves of the month. And what I decided on was kind of like doing every 2 months, because I really want to sit with the products to be really earnest with you, but also myself if I really do love the products. What I find with some YouTube reviews is that a lot of times people are just reviewing, again, the products they reviewed. And I'm like wondering if they actually really do love or like the products. So, you know, I'm just kind of just trying to be transparent. Like, I want to use the product before I tell you what is going on and what I really think about it. And so I haven't done a review of this yet because I'm still using it. I've used this probably 3 times. And let me open it. You can see there's 18 colors in here. There's 18 colors. So, you know, I haven't gotten around to using the really rich colors yet because I've been gravitating towards the lighter ones because I've been using it during the day. But I just want to show you just how beautiful some of these shades are. And I'm gorgeous. And I know this isn't going to be everyone's cup of tea, but I know what I like, and I'm obsessed with this color story. I love the desert. Some people were giving shade about, oh, the colors all look the same. Okay, that's fair. However, have you been to the desert? The thing is, with the desert, depending on the type of day, the lighting, clouds, the weather, sand and sky will look different tones. And that's what I'm going with of this interpretation of this company's palette. Let's see that there's tonal differences. The formula is not all the same of the pinky beiges. Some are creamier than others. You see that? And I would say that Natasha Denona does the same. It might look similar in the pan, but there are tonal differences and also formulaic differences. This excites me. I'm getting a little bored with Natasha Denona. Also, I'm not really keen on her formula 100%. Byredo, however, on the other hand, other than the actual glitter that they put in their products, I'm not a fan of that, but I have 4 of the 7 seashell oyster palettes. I love that formula. Really enjoying this so far. Let me do some more swatches. And one of my most favorite palettes of all time, and this is so sad because the quality is not that good, is the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. I love that palette. Quality of the shadows, terrible, because it's Huda Beauty. It's inconsistent. This is probably one of her earlier palettes, but I love the color story on that because it's based on desert dusk. So this is based on, I'm assuming, Flora, Kalahari, maybe the flora and fauna of the Kalahari Desert. So, I mean, just beautiful. And this has been a great inner corner highlight as well. Let me pick this. I've been using that a lot as a transition shade. And then I already swatched everything. I'm really excited to use this one. I just love it. So I haven't done a review of that yet because obviously I'm still testing it out. And I want to give you all a really thorough and honest review of it. Obviously, I'm telling you now that I love it because I just love the color story, but I will be more thorough in terms of like the pros and cons of that. The last thing I'm going to show is actually an unboxing, and I haven't opened this yet. This box that came in the mail. I have to admit, this is probably more of an impulse buy, so we'll see. I'm trying to do a low buy, but then this came out and I couldn't help it. So I ended up getting the new Nars palette. And I'll give you a reason of why I ended up getting it. So I'm head over heels of the Climax palette from last year. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it's a similar or same formula. I will let you know. I have not opened it yet. Obviously, I'm just opening it now in front of you. Oh, those are pretty. So that is the palette. And I haven't done photos of these yet. Okay, this could be good. Let's see. I think it's going to be a very light palette. We'll see. This one did not swatch very good. Okay, so we'll see. This is probably my second Nars palette I've ever owned. So again, I just told you why I bought it. I'm hoping this is similar to the Climax palette, the quality. But if it's not, I'll let you know and I'll be disappointed. So, because, I mean, if I'm being honest with myself, like, you know, I probably could get similar vibes with other palettes, but we'll see. I mean, they have nice mattes here on the side. Let's see if I can pull that. Could be like a summer palette. That's it, beauty fam. Thanks for joining me on some unboxing and some openings of things I've bought in the past couple weeks. Thanks for joining me, and if you enjoyed this video, please consider thumbs up and commenting below. And if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing and then ringing the notification bell so you get a notification of when I post videos. I try to post between 1 and 3 videos a week. And until then, please be very kind to yourself and others and just be you. Take good care. Bye.